Absolutely. And Gabe, to go back just to one of the points we made at the beginning is, all of these companies we've signed up for, it's because someone has told us to. And I think that directly relates back to what you just said is, I didn't Google mattresses or Google toothbrushes and end up on Quip's website. It was 100% coming from someone else. So if you do have, a positive experience that you're sharing with your subscribers and they recognize that, it's going to be that same result. People are going to talk about it, and that's how people will spread. Um, to that
Yeah,
referral
agreed.
code point, that's like one of my favorite like things to do is use my code to sign up for so and so. I really wish we had a code right now for this podcast because I would definitely be like, hey, go sign up for like anything we've talked about today with this code. But I think it's just a fantastic way to drive traffic to your business.
Yeah. And there's one other point I wanted to make on the landing page piece too. One other thing that I've seen a lot of these brands do, and I think is something that could be very replicable for broadband service providers, is don't be afraid to talk about your competition and compare yourself to your competition, especially if you have left that competition in the dust. If you're a fiber broadband service provider and you're competing against cable companies or satellite companies or DSL companies, there's no reason that you shouldn't call out those benefits. And you may not want to call out the competitor by name, call out their technology and actually put a comparison table on your website that says these are the reasons that we're better. And I think these direct to consumer brands do a really good job of that because they're asking people to do something different than what they were doing before. I saw an example of a cookware brand that was competing against Teflon. And apparently Teflon is really not good for you. And some of the stuff can actually come off of the pan and get in the food that you're cooking, which I did not realize. But that's one of the things that they call out in this comparison table is, hey, if you're using Teflon pans, that crap's probably getting in your food and that's really not good for you. So being able to call out your competition, really pretty directly, I think is something that could be more broadly used by a lot of different industries.